Okay guys, in this video we'll be talking about Pokemon Go, the new buddy system that's just been released. So guys, let's get into this. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to see when you turn on your updated Pokemon Go app is basically the second little circle down there. Obviously, I have Magikarp in there, and he just looks really funny when he's like blah, 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 blah. He looks like really funny down there. I don't know what he's doing. It looks like he's having a little heart attack or something. Looks like that animation's on fast forward or something. But anyway, enough about that. So if you want to change or basically select a buddy to be your buddy, a Pokemon to be your buddy, you just go ahead and click on your avatar. And you can either go here, down in the bottom where normally you would go on to customize or journal. Now there is a buddy button, or you can just go ahead and click on your avatar. And then this will come up and you can select a buddy Pokemon. So if we just go ahead and say yes, it'll lose all the progress. I'm just going to show you the 4 different sizes of Pokemon. Obviously you have large, which is basically, as you can guess, a Snorlax is large. Just look how big that guy is. And yeah, so he's a large size Pokemon, pretty big. So now if we go to buddy again down here, go to change, yep, get rid of that. And if we go to Golbat now, he should be a flying Pokemon, hopefully. Yeah, there you go. So he's flying in the background. And now if we go to, I'm just showing you all these just so you can get like the idea of how they look for what different Pokemon you select. So now if we go to a Squirtle and we go okay, there you go, there he is at the bottom. You might have seen this image kind of, or a similar image for when Niantic announced when they were going to bring this out, like there was one with a Squirtle there. So he's a 3 kilometer per candy Pokemon. So we just go, yep, we'll lose all progress on that. And now Eevee is a on the shoulder Pokemon, so he's a Weedle, Pikachu, and a Caterpie, sorry. We just go yes on that, there you go, you can see her up there on the side. As I said, you can just tap on the avatar to change your Pokemon, and you can also tap on them again, they do a little animation. And now if we go to our Magikarp again, I think it was the lower one I had. So I've seen a lot of YouTubers basically say some stuff wrong about this. So if you go ahead and click on this here, you can see at the bottom it says I have 0 progress for that 1 kilometer for that 1 candy that I'll be getting. So you only get 1 candy. There have been reports on Reddit that you can get 2, your Pokemon can pick up 2 candy, but I've only ever caught 1, and that's with Magikarp. So at the bottom I have 0 out of 1 kilometer progress. But at the top it says total walked 1.8. Now a lot of YouTubers have been saying that basically this will spread across all the species of Pokemon. So now if I come off this Magikarp and then go onto another one, it'll still say, because Magikarp is like the species of Pokemon, it'll carry through to all of them saying you've walked that far basically with all your Magikarps. But it isn't. All your buddy Pokemon acts as like individual Pokemon. So now if I go here and change my Magikarp, and if I go to this one, which is the 185, and go okay for my buddy. Now if I click on him, it says total walked 0. So I would recommend you keep a Pokemon. If you have like a duplicate, I have 2 Snorlaxes, so I can use my weaker one and keep walking around with it, and use my bigger one for gyms. And obviously the reason they've made it so easy to just swap and change your Pokemon, they aren't saying, oh, you've got to get that candy, is because obviously you might accidentally put a big Pokemon or like a big hitter for when you normally go and fight gyms as your buddy, and then you actually need him to fight the gym, so that you can easily swap and change it. So your buddy Pokemon can't fight for you or anything, so you would have to change the buddy Pokemon. So you're going to have to kind of like time that. So if you want a Snorlax candy, you only got 1, but you use him in gyms, I'd recommend you get that candy first, otherwise you're going to lose that progress, because you never want to be like halfway through. What is it? I think it's about 5 kilometers for a Snorlax. So let's check that. I think it is about 5 kilometers for the Snorlax. Yeah, so you don't want to be halfway through that and then you have to take him out and then go fight a gym. And Snorlaxes aren't that common to come across. I've only ever found 2, I think, and they're the 2 that I use. So yeah, they're not that common to come across and everything like that. So yeah, I would recommend that you use a weaker one to be your buddy Pokemon. Obviously you can swap and change whenever you want. But now if we go back onto Pikachu, now in a previous video, I have a link at the top now, I did say Pikachu was a on the shoulder Pokemon, and this is a kind of Easter egg that is in like the buddy system right here. So obviously you can click on them, they do a little funny animation. But if we come out of here, it's actually really small, but it's smaller than the Squirtle, I think. But now at the beginning it'll start as a medium-sized Pokemon, so it'll be on the floor doing whatever. And eventually, after you walk with her for about, or him, depending on what your gender is of the Pokemon, after you walk with it for about 10 candies or something around that mark, it will eventually pop up on your shoulder. So you kind of get that experience that Ash Ketchum had in the old cartoon, where Pikachu wasn't that real friendly with him and always wanted to walk in front or behind, and then eventually started to grow to like him and jumped on his shoulder and just chilled there and never went in the Pokeball. So yeah, you can do that. You can have him on the shoulder. I have a little screenshot up on the side right now of someone who's actually done that, and I'll have a link to that website down in the description for you guys if you want to go see more detailed information about the buddy system, which is on Pokemon Go GamePress.gg. If you want to go and check that out, you can go ahead and do that. And also on the screen now, I'll have all like the categories of how far you have to walk and what Pokemon are in that kind of category. So basically, in your 5 kilometer per candy Pokemon, you have to... It's basically all the 10k egg Pokemon, and then in your 3 kilometers, it's basically all the starter Pokemon with the 5k eggs, and with the 5k eggs, and then down at the bottom, hopefully it'll be at the bottom if I put it up as one picture, but I'll probably put it up as slides. So the last one you'll see is the 1 kilometer ones, which is basically Pikachu, and basically all the, I think it's the 2 kilometer egg candy Pokemon, but minus obviously the other starter Pokemon. And then at the bottom you have like the unavailable ones, which are the Pokemon that aren't in the game. I have a link down to that as well. That's Silphrodes, they're amazing. And also I have a link to Find Pokemon Nests up there as well if you want to go ahead and check that out. And yeah guys, so I've put that image up for you guys so you can see that. You can go ahead and check those websites out, and also there are a couple like little things that people are saying you can do. You can find possibly 2 candies. Now you don't have to find them, you'll just be walking and then your Pokemon will find them for you. It'll just pop up saying like, oh, this Pokemon's found a candy.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
I'll have a little picture up on the screen now from what someone's put on Reddit, and also I have that link down in the description if you want to go ahead and check that out. It's on Silphrodes Reddit page, and basically this person's saying their I think it's their Vulpix has actually found 2 candies at the same time. You can see it, either they've edited it really well and it looks legit, but yeah, maybe you can find 1 or 2 candies depending. So you know what I mean, your Pokemon just be finding candies. So yeah, so your Pokemon find candies for you. All you got to do is walk around with them. It's an easy way to either level up or power up your Pokemon, or even evolve your Pokemon if that's what you want to do. But I always make sure I've got the perfect IVs kind of thing going forward. So anyway guys, hopefully you enjoyed this Pokemon Go video, and as always, drop a like down in the comments, drop a like on the video, comment down below if I missed anything out. I probably did, because the thing's just literally been released and I just wanted to get a video out for you guys so you know it's out and everything like that. And as always guys, have a great day.